Welcome, everyone out there on this Zoom conversation we call The Kingdom, and all those on Facebook Live who are going to see this real time, and those of you who are going to see it later. My name is Troy Richardson, and I'm one of the co-hosts of this monthly event that happens the fourth Saturday of every month at 2 p.m. Eastern, and I am joined by my queen on the Hispanic side, Zuri, and she's going to say hello. Zuri, say hello to the people.
Hola a todos. Welcome to the call. Every Saturday, we enjoy being here and just sharing our message. The more people that we attract, the better it is. We have to get this message out. So we're here, like Troy said, representing. It's for everyone. We want to just educate the Black and the Hispanic community, but this is for everyone. Everybody needs education when it comes to, eating the right things. So that's what we're here for.
But before we get started, we always start out with a prayer. And today we're going to have one of our esteemed partners, Marla Hodge Parker, lead us in prayer to get this thing started. So, Marla, it is all yours.
I thank you, Troy. I never mind praying for the family. So with that said, Father God, I thank you for the breath that gave us this morning and allowed us to open our eyes and see your creation as it grows and as it flows. We accept your blessings and gather today here on this call so that we can share your nourishment for mental, spiritual, and health with everyone around us. And I'm just so happy that I'm here with my family, and my family is in Jersey and DC and all around the world because we are your creation. And with that, Father, bring us all together today so that we can share your word about being healthy. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for those words, Marla.
Amen.
And again, as Zuri said, this is for everybody, right? We're not excluding anyone because of ethnicity, because of gender, race, your denomination, your religious beliefs. It doesn't matter. All are welcome on this kingdom call. But as she also stated, the state of health and nutrition in the Black Hispanic community is atrocious. It needs attention. And unfortunately, we can't count on the government or corporate entities with all these billions of dollars of advertising targeting our communities with the bad foods. We have to take things into our own hands. And trust me, we are willing and able to do that, which is one of the reasons why you have this call, The Kingdom, and so many others like it that are presented by some amazing just health advocate and just giving people who want to make a difference. So again, there are so many health issues out there, from diabetes to kidney disease, to high blood pressure, to I think I said diabetes. Gotta say it twice, man. I need to say diabetes 4 times because I came into 3 people this week that are suffering from diabetes. Just yesterday, my Uber driver, we talking, and he's dealing with his diabetes and the metformin. It's become so commonplace that everyone I run into, they're having diabetes, and that should not happen. That should not happen. So again, most of the diseases that are taking place in these communities, the Black and Hispanic communities, we're doing it to ourselves. What's the old proverbial saying? You're shooting yourself in the foot. We're shooting ourselves in the foot, but in this case, it's not a foot, it's what we're putting in our mouths, right? We love the taste, man. We love the smell, the aroma. Oh my God, that barbecue, those ribs, those burgers. Oh my, it smells so good, but it's not good for us, not in abundance. Every now and then, it's okay, right? We all deviate. I tell people all the time, I'm gonna have my slice of apple pie, okay? I love apple pie. I'm not gonna eat a whole pie, but I am gonna enjoy a nice slice of apple pie, maybe Sunday night when I'm watching my favorite show, Power. Maybe when I'm watching the New York Yankees, I'm gonna enjoy that slice of pie. But it's not gonna be every day. I'm gonna make sure that I do it in moderation and I do it in a healthy manner. That's the only way we're going to get healthy, if we pay attention and we focus on what we are putting in our body. I remember growing up in New York, and the brothers who always told me, man, my body's my temple, God. My body's my temple. Then they putting up the 40, you know what I'm saying? Got the blunts going on and everything. So it sounds good, okay, to say that, but we got to practice what we preach. That's the only way we're going to get healthy, healthier, and that's the only way we're going to make a difference with the next generation coming up behind us and their kids. We got to instill in them right now, today, what to put in their bodies with just natural health, food, whole food, plant nutrition. I have my diagram in the back. Hopefully y'all can see that. I don't know if Francesca's on here because she always telling me, Troy, they see it. But Francesca, this is for you, baby. Something to really see some of the fruits and vegetables. We're going to talk in a little while about how many you can get into your body. We got a couple people going to talk to you about what they're preparing, how they're eating healthy, but we got some things in store for you. Again, I want to get a shout out to my family, the Gray Merriweather family. Gray is from my mother, Dorothy Gray Richardson. My last name is Richardson, but that's where it all started, was with the Grays. So I want to just shout them out because they about to be part of this Juice Plus journey, and I'm so happy for them. My cousin Tracy, love you, love you, love you. So I know when you see this, yes, I did shout you out. Zuri, the floor is yours.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us today and being here. Troy, I also wanted to speak a little bit about, you know how you were saying that diabetes is becoming, it's such a big thing. You have to see the amount of centers that they're opening up just for dialysis purposes. Okay, you got to look at that. And it all contributes to what we're eating. It's coming down, yeah, they say that some of it can be because of family, trades and things like that. But it's really coming down, the obesity in this country. It all comes down, like everything fast food. It's not, it's fast food, but it's not good for you, and it's just introducing one simple change, one change at a time, introducing what the right things are to your body. And it can make a world of a difference just by you start slow, you start with one thing, and you're going to see that your own bodies is going to ask you just to have, that's what you're going to crave. You start, the more junk you put in your system, in your temple, that's what you're going to, that's what the body's going to ask for. But if you start introducing it, even if it's little by little, a small change, just, take one thing out a week and start adding to that, it's going to be a total different, it's going to be so different. So just little by little, I would say, just start one simple change.
Now, Zuri, the thing about this healthy living community is that everybody who is in it and thrives to wake up every morning helping someone else, they actually live it. They're not just talking about it, they're being about it. So I want to just hit you with a few questions, right?
Sure.
Now, you have a daughter, right?
Correct.
How old is she?
She's 12.
Okay. Is she taking this whole food plant nutrition? Is she doing it?
She sure is. She sure is.
And how long has she been doing it?
She's been doing it, I want to say about 6 years now.
About 6 years.
As long as we've been. And she does now she's onto the capsules. When we first started, she was doing the gummies, which is so cool. We still have gummies around and she still does gummies. You don't really see her asking for candy, or even the way she eats. Like, we go out to restaurants, she's the one person, they look at her like, really, you just want water? Yes, that's what she does. She doesn't eat juice, she doesn't drink soda, that's just not what she does. And it's all based off of what she learned 6 years ago. It's still taking fruit. She also has her friends that she introduces it to. A couple of her friends are actually on Juice Plus as well, and it's done wonders. So they eat, they go out, they have the same behaviors, and it's something that's lifelong. This is something that she's going to carry on, and it's going to change her generation. Just by what we're doing now, it's going to affect her future, and it's changing it already.
That is awesome. And you too, right? You're taking this product.
Absolutely.
right? Your
And same,
mom, your dad,
my whole family,
whole family.
everybody.
So Zuri, you have
Mhm.
some compelling stories, right?
Mhm.
That's why you're such a natural fit to be sitting in that chair as the queen on this kingdom call,
Mhm.
representing all of us, but representing the Hispanic family, because not only you, but your entire family, including now, I don't want to get this wrong, but I might be wrong. Is it your aunt, the one that had the health issue?
Correct. It was my aunt.
Can you
Correct.
can you tell that story? Because people need to hear this story because it's so,
Absolutely.
my God, it's so emotional. Please tell that story.
Absolutely. So my aunt was a person that did not believe. She was like, "Oh, I don't need to take anything," or, she was very big having the word. She was smoking and drinking and just not living the best lifestyle or that she can possibly live. Right. So when the moment, so she was 50 years old with a 10-year-old son. Out of nowhere, she caught a heart attack, ended up in the hospital. From the hospital, she then needed she was in the hospital. They told her that they needed to operate. She had 4 valves that were all clogged, so she needed emergency surgery. While at the hospital, she didn't wake up, which was, we were like, okay, when is she going to wake up? What's going to happen? They were like, we don't know when she's going to wake up or if she will ever wake up, right? And we're like, oh my goodness, we're like going crazy. So then she had a stroke on top of that, and then she flatlines, right? Um, we knew that we needed to give her because she wasn't waking up. It was almost, I want to say, a good 4 weeks. She just was not coming to.
Wow.
Um, and we knew that we needed to give her the proper nutrition. Okay. Um, and we were like, how are we going to give it to her if she's on a feeding tube? How are we going to give her the Juice Plus? And every person we spoke with, every nurse we went to, every doctor, and they even had a nurse that she said, I know this is good for her. I've been taking Juice Plus since I was a child. Okay, one of the nurses there. So we prepared the research. We showed it to the doctors. It was at one hospital. They still weren't like really, they didn't really look at it and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
She was then transferred over to another hospital to like a long-term care. That was the first time that they gave her the Juice Plus through the feeding tube, right?
Mm.
And that was at that very moment she woke up at night. And I kid you not, this was like the first time that we can actually see her like really opening up her eyes, and just it was that burst of nutrition that went to her that made all the difference. We are so grateful to the community that we've met with Juice Plus. We're so grateful to God, number one, because I know without him, if it wasn't meant for her to be here, she would not be here.
Yes.
But you know what, sometimes I say, how did Juice Plus come into our lives? Juice Plus came into our lives because it had a purpose. It helped me with my dad and then my aunt. So my aunt now, yes, she's had complications because she didn't live the healthiest lifestyle.
Yeah.
And we were trying to introduce this to her, even though she wasn't the healthiest person. But we said, you know what, take your fruits and vegetables, just take it.
Yes.
She wasn't taking it. And now that she has taken it, there's not a day that goes by, even though she has had, an amputation with her, she had half of her below the knee. She was amputated, some fingers, her other foot, half of it was actually taken, but she looks healthier than she's ever been in years. And there's not a day that goes by that she does not take her Juice Plus.
I mean, a true blessing, and what a amazing just testimony. And we give God all the glory, but God
Absolutely.
gave her his pharmacy, right? Because
That's right.
This is what these products are. These are God-made plants, fruits, vegetables, berries that we put in our body, what God intended us to put in our bodies. And it is proven scientifically, this company is the most researched nutritional food product in the world. Over 40 medical peer reviews done. So you could take a look at it, get with the person who invited you on this call, ask them to see the research. They will gladly lead you to the website. It's right there for anybody to see. As many doctors who we have come into contact, we send them there so they can look at the research and know what this product is and what it can do for not only their patients, but for them. We have so many world-renowned doctors that are part of this community, and their family Okay, they're not just off somewhere doing their own thing and occasionally come in. They're actually family. Marla called it family. These doctors are family. And I could name a few, not name drop, but I have done events with some amazing doctors, from Dr. Bill Sears to Dr. Jan Roberto, Dr. Mitra Ray. They all have big hearts. And I'm just one of the people in here that's trying to make a difference, right? There's nothing more special to me than anyone else on this call, but I reached out to them and asked them, would they be a part of this? And each one of them said yes. So I'm so thankful for the hearts, excuse me, in this. I'm not about to cry. I know one of y'all thought I was about to cry. No, Troy, don't do that. You're not gonna do that. But it is emotional. I love people. If anybody knows me, man, they know I'm gonna give you my last slice of pizza. Okay, I will rather go hungry than you go hungry. That's just how I was raised. That's how I am. So I'm very passionate about helping people, especially my veteran community. I'm a United States Air Force veteran, and veterans are suffering, man. Everybody knows this, right? But not everybody wants to do something. So I'm really an advocate for my veteran community, but I love people, and I just want everybody to just be in their best health so they could be the best you could possibly be for yourself, for your kids, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews, whoever it may be, man. They need to see the best you, because I come into contact with so many that your kids are not seeing the best you. Your grandchild has not even, they don't even, they never saw the best you. You know what I mean? They're missing out on that person that you used to be, because you've consumed drugs, alcohol, you've eaten bad. I mean, you name it, right? You're not representing who you truly are, who God made. And God made us all to be kings and queens, living in an abundant manner. So when I see people not doing that because of their own decisions, then that's where my passion turns up, and I'm going into help mode, man. And I'm going to present this information to you, and I'm going to continue to present this information until that day that something goes off in your head that triggers you, saying, okay, I got to go take a look at what Troy, at what Zuri, what Marla, what Nettie, what Tammy, what Johnny, what any one of our partners told them, so they can go back and get back with them and get that information again, and then put it into action. Because that's what we do. We're not one-hit wonders here. We got, like, I don't know, 18 albums of material ready. So we're going to continue to hit you with different versions of this song until you hear the version that really clicks with you and you want to get up and you want to dance to that one. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to continue to drip on you and give you this information. Now, the beauty of what we do, there's a lot of people out there that have no choices in what they do, right? They're in jobs they don't like the boss, they don't like what they do. They're in the wrong field. It's not their passion. They're just doing it because the job became available and they needed money. That's what we call the got to crowd, right? This community right here is the get to crowd. We get to do what we do, and we're passionate about it. So just let that sit for a second, right? If you could get to do something that you're passionate about, that you're surrounded by like-minded, like-hearted, like-spirited people, everyone is giving, everyone is loving, who would not want to do that? I hope that sat in there and you're saying, this is where I'm going to tell you. Get back to the person who invited you, who shared this with you, and ask them how you can become a part of the Get To community, where you get to do all the things you ever wanted to do. Spend more time with your family. Spend more time with the people who you want to spend time with, right? Isn't that precious? Go on vacation where you want to, right? Do the things that you get to do because you want to do them. The Get To community, y'all. Zuri, it's all yours. Please tell them about the kids program with the Healthy Starts family.
Okay, so with the Healthy Start, what happens is for every adult that consumes it, okay, from 4 years old all the way through college, okay, what other company, listen to this, okay, no other company does this. For every adult that consumes the product, okay, you buy your own supply because you're gonna want it for yourself, right? And then you can sponsor a child, so you get it, and then the child gets it for free. So they can either do the gummies or they can do the capsules, and you get it for free for 4 years. Okay, so that's how that works. And you know how you also said earlier the most researched product, what is the most nutritional research product in the world? If they don't believe you, they don't believe it, ask Siri. You have an iPhone, you can ask Siri, and guess what's going to come up? Juice Plus. Okay, so that's a big deal. And another thing I wanted to touch on really briefly, the fact that so many doctors are involved with this, doctors are not just going to put their name on the line. Okay. That should speak, that's a big deal. The fact that when what happened with my aunt, it was approved by the physician. They actually put in a label from the hospital on top of it so that they knew how to administer this to um to my aunt. That's huge. It's huge. It was like the hospital was one of, America's best hospitals, and they put their label on the Juice Plus to how to administer this to her twice a day and what the instructions were. So I would suggest you communicate with the person who invited you to the call today. They can give you more information when it comes to it, but it's really good. Like, you get it, your child can get it. This is something from the womb to the tomb. So you could be pregnant, you can take this. It doesn't affect you. You can be on your last breath and you can take this. You can be, if the doctors approve it, they can mix it up and put this on a feeding tube for you. It doesn't affect you, and you can take this with other medications as well. We always suggest, you talk to your doctors, but I've had people with all kinds of things, and they still take it. So it's food. It's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It's food.
I mean, this is some, and I'm part of this for 3 years now, and every time I hear stories and get the information, there's always something new. Like, I didn't know you could Google, on an iPhone and ask that question. That's
Hmm.
powerful. Thank you, Zoe, for that
You're
information.
welcome.
Now,
Hmm.
what's your aunt's name?
Her name is Antonia.
Antonia. Antonia,
Hmm.
I just want to thank you. Number one, just thank you for being resilient and willing to listen, and may God bless you with many more years. And we're just thankful that your niece is able to use your story as a testimony that's going to help other people in other situations. So just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I'm gonna speak for everybody that we truly love you, Antonia. And anytime you want to come on this call and give us your testimony from your lips, the door is open. So just continue to live a healthy life and just be blessed. And I hope that we can all meet you soon. But God bless you.
Yes.
Um, we want to get to one of our partners who has a call coming up today, 6 p.m. Eastern. It's called Self-Care is Not Selfish. And I'm going to tell you, you really want to tune into that, because the three queens on that one, they all bring their own special, unique approach to healthy living. And you really need to check it out, okay? Self-Care is Not Selfish. Check out Facebook. It is on Facebook. I'm going to repost it, but you got to check that out. And then there's another event later on. We're going to talk about that one too. But Nettie, can you please get on and just give us some healthy living things that you and your family are doing, especially those precious grandkids? Oh my God. She's coming. I know she's coming. Is Nettie still with us? Okay, Marla, let's move to you. We'll get Nettie.
All right, I'm gonna share some things with y'all. Um, especially about this Juice Plus. If it wasn't for Juice Plus, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to y'all right now. I've been on it almost 5 years, and in 5 years' time, I have completely changed my life. And it was because a friend of mine, my upline, cared enough to share it with me. My health, I was a walking disaster. Basically, I was waiting to die. But because I decided to make the choice to eat Juice Plus, buy a Tower Garden, do the shred, go to conference, I actually was able to save my own life. I know we don't say that Juice Plus heals anything, but let me give you an idea where I was sitting at. My A1C was at 8.5. They were about to put me on insulin. That's diabetes. Respiratory wise, I had COPD. I was on 3 steroid pumps and I had asthma. My high blood pressure, which I say is high because it was high, 189/110. That is stroke mode. Whoa, that's what I was walking around with and getting up every morning 5 years ago. So my weight was 250 pounds. My waist was 44 inch. And I literally had no energy. I couldn't do anything. But Adrian Hicks, we've been friends for over 40 years. And she told me, she said, listen, I cannot no longer sit back and watch you wait to die. You have to take an active part and an active role in your health. And you're going to do it now. She said, order this, and this, and don't ask me any questions. And those thises was a Tower Garden, Juice Plus, the trio, and then she told me about Omegas, and I didn't know what that was. So when I went to conference, I learned about Omegas and the shred. So I ordered the trio, which was now turned into a quad with the Omegas, and then I ordered the shakes. And I have been on that for 5 years. But in 7 months' time, I was able to start dropping weight. I was able, before this, I couldn't walk 2 blocks. I was able to start doing the shred, which the shred, you have to take the capsules, you have to take the shakes, which we turned into smoothies. They were delicious. Also, you have to exercise. So I started exercising. And before I started this, I could only walk 2 blocks. Well, in 7 months, I started walking a mile. And in a year's time, I was walking 2. 3 years down the line, I do 3 miles a day. I also swim. But getting back to the other side of this, my high blood pressure was 189/110. My blood pressure is now 110/67. And today is my birthday. I turned 63. Who has blood pressure like that?
Wow.
Also, my A1C, I flipped it around from 8.5 to 5.1 or 5.8.
Unmute yourself. There you go.
I can get rid of the 0.8. I will no longer be diabetic. And then with the COPD, I don't know how many people know about COPD, but that is a respiratory disease. And I had never heard of anybody coming back from that. So when I started eating this Juice Plus, I also was on 20 pills a day. So I stopped. I used the Juice Plus and everything. And when they started telling me about the Juice Plus and I started eating it, I was able to turn the COPD around. If you know anything about COPD, can somebody mute themselves, please? Because I can't even hear myself now. So when I started with the COPD, you have to.
Or should I put in?
Excuse me. You need to mute.
That's Adrian.
Adrian, mute that phone. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, with COPD, you have to blow into a tube. And when you blow into the tube, you're supposed to move the ball. Well, when I started 5 years ago, I blew into the tube. It only went 2 inches. Well, lo and behold, a year in off this Juice Plus, I blew into the tube and the ball went to the back, split in half, and popped out the top. And I'm sitting there with my mouth open, and the lady's fussing at me, talking about, get out. This is a joke. You don't have COPD. And I said, well, apparently I don't have it anymore. So, this, like I said, we can't say that Juice Plus. Sorry, somebody keeps ringing my phone. We cannot say that Juice Plus cures anything, but for me, it straightened my life out. And once it did that, I'm walking 3 miles. I swim. I can do 15 laps in water, and I decided at that point in my life that, you know what, I got to be the poster child for Juice Plus because it straightened out a hot mess. I was a wreck. And now my body, I'm still losing weight. And thanks to Lynette Red House, I get to work out because she does it with bands. And I have a few other things going on with me, but I can get on Facebook with her and work out every Saturday, every day that she puts it up. I can get out and work out so I can keep my weight down. And I have come down from 250. I am now 207. My goal is to get to 180, and I'm trying to get there by December. My A1C is right now is a little raised, is at 6.1, but the goal is to get to 5, just 5, and I will no longer be diabetic. So anybody that tells you that you cannot turn around your life, I ate my way into it and I have eaten my way out. So you can. And Troy, I'm enjoying my birthday because I'm turned up. And I want y'all to get on the call tonight at 8 o'clock and join us for the Tower Garden call. Back to you, Troy.
I'm going to say hallelujah. Thank you.
Amen.
Jesus.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
All
Amen.
blessings, all blessings.
What testimony right there, right? What testimony? And you tell me, give me one family who doesn't have a Marla in their family, right? I mean, with the health issues, not many families have a Marla Hodge Parker. We're lucky to have her in our family. So, but I'm talking about that could relate to Marla's journey and use that as motivation to know that there is hope. You just have to take that first step. As Adrian came at Marla and really didn't give Marla a choice, sometimes, especially if you have the relationship with someone and you could step to them like that because you're saving their lives. Don't try to be so gentle that you want to hurt their feelings. What if they're not here and you have no feelings to hurt? So be bold in your approach, especially when the people you love and you know they're close to you. Don't worry about hurting anyone's feelings because you're trying to save their life. And sometimes you just need that. And Marla accepted that. And look at her now. My God, my God. Nettie, I know you're on because I just heard you, so don't even act like you're not here. So the floor is yours. Please help us with some healthy eating. And I just want to, Anna Torres, I know you're on. Just get ready. I'm going to call on you because you're a resident health coach today, and you are Latina. So just get on deck after Nettie. Nettie?
And what is it you want me to say?
Let's talk about what your family's doing with your health.
Oh, wow. See, Troy, I should have stayed on Facebook. I can't go behind Marla. I am so excited just to hear her story and her testimony because people have to understand that food is medicine. I was listening to a lady yesterday that's not in Juice Plus, but she had MS years ago and she started, experimenting with plants. And so she was a doctor as well. But I actually ordered the book months ago, but plants. So it's so much power and healing in plants. And people don't understand that. And in being in this community, I have learned so much about health and wellness, not just health, but health and wellness, because it comes together. It goes together. And this is what I like about the community. I am a partner, have been a partner about 3 years, been on Juice Plus about 8 years now. Started out with Beverly Grandison, and I said, why not? I'll do it. You know, I was a certified aerobic instructor. I was a dance major. So I've always been active and paying attention to my body and so forth and so on. So when she brought that product to me, I said, why not? I didn't even question it. I just started using it. And then I noticed that my husband was not using it and he was getting sick. He get the seasonal flu every season. No, about 3 or 4 times. And I would say to him, you better take some of Juice Plus on that counter. You better take some of that Juice Plus. And so 3 years or so went by. He acted like he was born in Kansas, the show me state. But he learned real quick after 3 years and he started taking it. I said, what made you start taking it? He said, because I noticed that you weren't getting sick. And you know, colds, it's open door. And if somebody gets the flu, the next person usually get it. My body was able to fight that off. I go visit my cousin in Tampa. The whole family had pneumonia. I did not get pneumonia because of my daily lifestyle. Of course, we say that Juice Plus bridges the gap, but I always say, you know, people say, oh, but I eat a salad every day. All right, well, Dr. Sears says we need at least 10 fist sizes every day of fruits and vegetables and possibly grains, okay, 10. A salad isn't giving you 10 fist sizes. So what happens is sometimes if you're in that boardroom or you're in that classroom or whatever, and your lunch is, you know, sitting over there, you did not get to it. Bridge that gap. Now I have either my gummies or my capsules, or I have my shake in a little thermos, and boom, I've bridged that gap what I couldn't get to that particular day. So there's going to be some days we cannot get that in. Why not do it this way? And so that's how I got started in it. And my grandson was from Flint with that water source. He was 4 at the time. He is now 11, and he got pneumonia in all 4 ventricles. After that, we started him on Juice Plus. I mean, we used to FaceTime him, his nose be running, everything be going on with him all the time. His grandmother told me 6 months later, I got to order some more for some other younger cousins. She said, because I had not seen that. And he was on some other, I think it was plant-based something, but it wasn't doing what Juice Plus was doing. And like Marla says, as a partner, we can't make any health claims. As Lynette, I can. I know what it's done for me. Aside from that partner, I know what fruits, berries, vegetables, quinoa, you name it. I know what it's doing for me and my family. So my whole family is on Juice Plus, and I recommend it for everybody. And like Marlon says, it's 80% of what we eat, 20% of exercise. God has made our bodies to move. We can't just sit down and not move. We can eat, do Juice Plus, everything, but our bodies are made to move. We need to lubricate these bones and stuff every day. I don't know if it's anybody under 30 on this call. Most of us are a little bit older. All right, Troy. Okay, maybe you, Troy, you might be the only, yeah, and Zuri. But don't wait until you're 40 to try to do it. But if you're 40, that's all right. I'm not saying don't do it, because you're never too old. Get it in. You're never too old. And because people say, I'm 60, I'm 80. I'm tired of hearing my mother-in-law say, well, I'm 80. God has kept me, blah, blah, blah. Yes, he has. But while we're here, we take care of this temple that he has given us until he says it's time to go. We have to do this for ourselves. Be good to yourself. Self-care for yourself. We are responsible for our lifestyle. Nobody else. We are responsible for our lifestyle. And the Tower Garden, the best well-oiled machine that I have purchased, too. Best thing ever. I don't have to worry about anybody touching my produce before I do. Not in the store, nobody smelling it before I do. And it's hard. It is so hard for me to buy anything when I go in that produce section now. It is so hard. Oh my gosh. If I get my tower doesn't have salad, I just won't buy any till I grow some more. It is very difficult for me to buy it because of the freshness of the taste, and knowing that, except for my little granddaughters come over, their little fingers be in it because they like to get them some salad. They love the kale. But other than that, That's it. But I thank God that we're in this community and we're in this together. And I thank you all for supporting me. Troy, me and Troy act like we are like in real family. He lives like 5 minutes from me. I met him and we just connected right away. So
You can't say you ain't my sister. I'll be over your house to do, you know, you don't even try it. So, but Nettie, thank you. You know, love you like, you know, you are my sister. And Anna Torres, are you able to get on from Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico.
All right. What's going on, mommy? My God, I miss you so much.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So Anna, now you have a story because you used to work in a dialysis center. So touch on that for a few minutes and then just tell us from a health coach's perspective what this product means to you.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, yesterday, actually I was talking to my husband because I was feeling all emotional about life and everything I've learned through it. And part of it was, you know, I worked 8 years in a dialysis clinic as a technician. And that's where the people go when their kidneys stop working. And the reason they stop working most of the time, besides an accident, is because they have diabetes or high cholesterol or high blood pressure, one of those. And then that comes with a whole host of complications because your kidneys are so essential. You need them to filter out the toxins in your body, flush them out, flush out the excess fluids in your body. So if your kidneys don't work, you're gonna either be swelling up like a balloon, you're not gonna last very long. And I've seen a lot of people with complications from diabetes, like they're missing their toes, they're missing fingers, their eyesight starts going. And it's something that I didn't really know about until I applied to work there, because I never met anybody that was on dialysis. And then I learned that my grandfather-in-law was in dialysis. And he passed away already too, which could have been prevented. And even when they're on there, you could reverse it too. I thought that you couldn't, the medical industry makes you feel like you can't reverse nothing, like there's no cure for anything. There's a cure for everything. Okay. They just, if you cure a patient, you lose the patient, you lose the customer. So in summary, but so I was just thinking about talking to my husband about that it was really touching and heartbreaking to see all of the people on there that could have had such a better life had they had better information, had doctors actually been trained in nutrition. A lot of times when we want to go on a diet or lose weight or have diabetes, we go to a doctor and ask them for help. But ask your doctor how many hours of nutrition they get in school. Turns out maybe 4 hours. And all those years that they go, it's maybe 4 hours. And that's on purpose. So really, when I learned about Juice Plus, I had already been working, I had quit the dialysis because on my own journey, I discovered health coaching as a career and wellness and prevention. And so I was like, okay, I can't stay working in this anymore, because I would hear the doctors tell the patients, hey, you're doing great. You need to just eat more protein, eat more turkey, eat more fish, eat more eggs. And I'm like, you're killing the patients. And I would try, and I wouldn't tell them that directly, but, I would have conversations individually with the patients. And I was like, hey, if your cholesterol is too high or this or that, or your sugar, it's actually the saturated fat in there. So you might want to try this. And some of them will get mad at me because they're like, so you're telling me my doctor's lying? No. I'm not saying he's lying to you. I'm just saying that they're not really trained in nutrition. And so here, you can look up this information. And so I had to quit that because I was killing my soul and I wasn't helping people. And I really want to help people prevent, improve their conditions, right? And I had gotten into health coaching. And then I found out about the Tower Gardens and Juice Plus, and that they're the same company. And when I found that out, I was so excited because I was like, finally something I could like offer my clients, my friends, my family, that it's easy, that they could add into their everyday life, work it in. The Tower Gardens are beautiful, they're amazing. I've always loved food and earth science and learning about all that. And on my journey, I also learned that food is information. It has data for your body, right? It's that connection to the earth, comes from the earth, we come from the earth. And that also the food in the grocery store travels from so far just to make it to the store, to sit on there for a few days looking pretty, but it has no nutrients, because in order for it to make it to the store and make that journey, they have to pick it before it's ripe. So when I learned that Juice Plus, they wait till their fruits and vegetables are ripe on the vine, in the garden, in the farm. That's when it has all its nutrients and all its superpowers that, regular vitamins can't even mimic, because we always try to compete with nature or one up nature, and we can't, because we're not God. God made everything perfect. God made us perfect. God made our food perfect. And so all that food and the sunshine hitting it makes that perfect combination of nutrients that work synergistically in our body, and our body knows what to do with it. And so that's why these are better than vitamins. You're gonna absorb them better. They're bioavailable, and you can feel the difference right away. Excuse me. And sometimes people say like, oh, I don't feel nothing. I don't feel the difference yet. I feel the same. Well, you didn't feel, your diabetes coming on, did you? You didn't feel that heart attack coming on until it was too late, did you? Right? So sometimes you gotta give it some time. You don't feel it, but it's working. And for me, I've been vegan for 7 years. And so the first time that I heard about Juice Plus, I was like, I don't need no supplements. I'm already eating all my vegetables. I'm not eating, all the bad stuff. I just eat plants. I'm good. But when I learned that it had like over 40 research studies done on it, and all the science behind it, and that it wait till, the fruits and veggies are ripe, it just made sense. And it's so easy because I've done the juicing before. It's a lot of work. Salads, I could say as a vegan, I don't even like salads, or just taking the time to chop and buying everything. I don't like going to the store and buying all the stuff. So if I can have it in a capsule or grow it at home and it tastes amazing, right? Because anyway, when you get salad at the store, it doesn't taste like anything. So I wasn't excited about it. But a salad from the Tower Garden, that's a salad. That's a real salad. You don't even need hardly any dressing. Like, wow, just you could taste the flavor, and the food is supposed to have all that flavor. Fruits and vegetables are supposed to be amazing when you have them in your mouth. So for me, I'm here for life, and I just want to share with everybody and bring that that happiness and light and joy that it's brought me, and that I feel safe. It's been my backup too. And I'm pregnant now, 9 months. You can't see it, I'm in pajamas.
Whoa.
But but I've doubled up on the Juice Plus as my prenatals, taking a little bit of prenatals just for the iron and all that extra. And it's been amazing. Like, and in Puerto Rico, I just moved here like 2 weeks ago. I learned that 90% of the food is imported. So I was under the impression, and one of the reasons I moved here was to eat a lot of tropical fruit, because I love fruit. And I was so excited. And then I go to the grocery store, the regular one, right? I haven't been to the farmer's market yet. There's no tropical fruit. There's no like, it's all imported from, there was like garlic from China at the store. I said, what the heck is this?
Wow. Wow.
It's terrible. Most of it is processed or canned or in a box. That's why people here are sick now, because they think, you know, being westernized is a great thing, or eating like Americans is a great thing. You've been lied to. It's a lie. We need whole foods, real food from the earth.
Anna,
Yeah.
listen, we can go on and on. We're gonna have to bring you back because we
Yeah.
coming to a close. But
That's
listen,
all.
you said one key thing there that I really want to point out, that you were a vegan for 7 years when you were introduced to Juice Plus. And the thing that got you was the amount of research for all the because we all have come across vegans and they probably have said something similar. I'm good, man. I'm already there.
Yeah.
You're not as far as you could possibly be. So all the vegans out there, just realize you could take it a step further in your healthy journey. So take a closer look at this product and the research done, and the people like Anna who are currently vegans and have been vegan for years and have decided to step into this community with us and help others in their journey. But I want to thank everyone, all of you, for coming on and staying on, and the people on Facebook. Really appreciate you tuning in. But more importantly, take action, right? What good is information if you're not applying it and utilizing the information you have? They say knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is the true power. So it does us no good for you to just listen to this information and you don't take action in your life and implement it so we can help you and your family, which is the ultimate goal of making our communities healthier and stronger. So I just wanted to thank you all again. Zuri, you want to add any closing remarks?
No, I just also wanted to thank everyone for coming on and just listening, and take advantage of this moment and the momentum and just keep on sharing.
Very emotional
Gracias.
testimonies, very emotional testimonies, powerful words. It means so much more when you hear from someone that has actually walked that journey. So again, I can't thank you guys enough. I love you guys so much. And if anyone out there wants to show me how much they care, right? Because people don't know how much you care until you actually send them food. So I'm here in Maryland. If anyone wants to send me some dishes, I do accept food. So just inbox me. I'll give you my address and you could send me your favorite dish. Okay. So thank you so much for those dishes in advance. I appreciate you. Everyone, have an amazing Saturday. I salute you all. Be safe. Take care of your families. Let's make a difference in somebody's life. We're going to stay on after. If you guys want to stay on, I'm going to stop the recording now. God bless everyone.